Aha, there we go. Mike just wasn't being detected for the life of me at all. Okay, so we need this. Right, so hopefully everybody's doing great today. I'll have to actually go through on my YouTube channel a number of these videos about where exactly we're at in this completion, this road to complete phase 3 is at all. Now, if you guys remember in the last stream from Friday, if you watched on Friday or whatever, I came across this issue that was popping up with needing these filters, right? All right, because we were having empty canisters entering the line needed for our oil distribution, and that was no bueno. That was a problem. So I still don't know where they're coming from, because the amount of like canisters are coming here are definitely not coming from the tractor, and I think the tractor is just glitched out and there's some type of duplication error there in which it continues to happen. I've already deleted the tractor like 5 times and respawned it. I've reset the line, I've rebuilt all the truck stations, and the glitch itself continues to live and thrive and add all of these canisters to my list. So unfortunately, I might just have to build an awesome sink to try to offset a lot of the canisters. We haven't done that yet, but it's coming. The other thing too is that I've got like 4 videos in the works. That's a great term. Got like 4 videos in the works, and I finally got my hands on a press kit to this game after like a week and a half of bugging the marketing team about it. Like, they said they would send me a link, and they took their sweet time to send me that link, and I'm actually pretty sure this morning they sent me that link. So now I can actually go through and, you know, create a thumbnail for this game. But if you haven't heard of it, it's called Definitely Not Fried Chicken, which is a very misleading title. It's, you know, I guess maybe the title's correct, but the intro to the game and how the game works is very misleading. But it is an indie game, and I think it's kind of growing on Twitch because I find it to be some type of management sim similar to the Software Inc. and everything. And I made a series of videos on it, and then we have obviously our phase 3 completion, because if we complete phase 3, that's going to be a milestone. I'm going to have to put out a video about that. And a lot of the thumbnails I've worked on over the last couple of weeks, if you guys have seen, or really months, you guys have seen the videos and their thumbnails. It's my best work. It's everything I could have ever done at all. I mean, I can't sit back and keep doing that, because it takes like 3 days to create those. And I'm so like OCD with colors and making sure things line up and, oh, does it look nice, you know, and so forth. But anyway, so down here I finally built this system. There's no way that is like fully stocked. That's insane. It's absolutely insane. So I made these for this overflow type of situation or whatever, and as you can see, we're stocked. We're stocked. God, dude, these canisters are annoying. And that's crazy to me too. We're actually getting oil out of there, and of course we didn't have enough oil that we transported over there. I am so like just I don't know how to process, how to fix this error, how to do anything for it. I mean, the most thing that I can think of is I can stop importing oil from all the way over there, and we can go all the way, which is like double the distance, all the way over here to this little side of the map, and build the exact same building in all of its entirety over there on these lovely islands. Hi Emma, how are you? Build these lovely islands over here, and only then can we actually might be able to fix this error. But I don't think it's really gonna fix it, but I guess we'll find out. My stream is going great. How are you doing? Where am I from? I'm from the United States. The UK. I have a good amount of friends that I've gained over the years that live in the UK. My hobby is gaming. Gaming for the most part. I mean, I do graphic design and videography as well, but besides that point, what I'd really like to know is why we're stocked here. But I guess I also do digital marketing as well. Not really much of a hobby, it's more work. But thank you for the follow, though. I hope your day is going just great. Which, if you're on UK time or whatever, that would mean it's like 5:30 there almost. Like 4 minutes till 5. That's cool. Professional artist. Ah, I see. That's what you do, huh? Well, it is an interesting trade. I just need to figure out what else we need to do. Oh, that's not what we want at all. Map. Oh, it's already here. Where'd you bring me anyway? If you go into either here on Kick or my links or whatever, my Discord is linked here on Kick that I have. Or at least the one for everybody that likes me. It's linked someplace on my profile here, and then there's also on YouTube I have it linked as well. I think I don't think Twitch has it. Trovo definitely doesn't have it. Look, what the hell? What? Oh. Well. It seems we have found the error in the system. That is certainly something. We have certainly found the error in the system. So I guess when I design this or whatever, there should be an arrow right here then. But we can't do anything to create that arrow, which means we'll have to rebuild that section, or we can just make the road all the way out here. But now I see what's happening and how all of those canisters are winding up in our line. Interesting. I see. Okay. Awesome. Well, let's just let's see here. Is this the other one? What's it loaded with? Nothing? Excellent. We need some oil. And we will just fix this issue once and for all. God, it could save me time if I would have been able to see that that's what exactly was happening. Oh, we already had oil. So really, let's see here. So, I don't know, we might have to sit here. I might have to sit here and watch it. Can we move these nodes at all? No, all we can do is delete them. So if it comes around this corner and it stops, what exactly happens if we delete this node? Yes. Okay, so we come around this corner and then maybe it'll turn and realize that we need to go straight instead of stopping. It's either that or this like thing just sticks out too far. What is up with this freaking door, dude? I tell you, in update 8 everything broke. The doors don't work hardly ever. I see. Okay, yeah. Because that system's set to unload. And that over there is set to loading. Yes. It's all coming back to me now. So that probably won't work exactly. We just need to build the road to come out right here around this little area and reconnect to drive off. Similar to how we have it over there. It's crazy to me that's how that system's breaking. What's in here? Yeah. Basically a bunch of stuff that we don't need. But we will probably need anyway. So we'll just shove one of these right here. We'll do the exact same thing for whatever I have on here. We can definitely delete that. Oh, really? Alright. Whatever. Doesn't fit. What can go? What can go? Well, we should probably delete that as well. We need that lovely car right there because that thing works out for great travels. We need that. Building this wall right here. Them all totally separate. Not that these work or anything, because you know you can just practically drive right over them. I think that's gonna fix our problem by a long shot. I don't know how you guys feel about that. Alright, where's this tractor at? On their way back. It's cool that you can just run around and keep walking even though the map's open. Okay, so if that thing's on the way back, that's cool. So then we can stop it once and for all. Or really, so that probably makes sense why we're not bringing as much. Should be something. Okay, so we've got all the refineries working, we've got rubber, we've got plastics. Now the real question is what is next on the list? Because the whole purpose of this is to produce a slew of materials in which we can utilize for other stuff. I also expanded the amount of fuel I have for the most part, and I'll probably end up building that. And so on the very tippy top of all 5 of these, we'll build the generators, and they will just have an unlimited amount of gas, basically, practically, that I can just keep them like fully overclocked. It's also the end goal here. Where is that thing at? It's almost here. Excellent. So while we sit here and wait for that thing, we will open up I will open up my sheet so I can find what is next on my list, because I have a whole roadmap thing I built of this, of what all I needed. Okay, so Now the question is, oh yeah, that's right. So we need to make reinforced iron plates, stators, rotors, frames, and encased beams. Which, if you guys don't know, is really just a bunch of assemblers. And thinking about that, that sounds like the power grid's going to have to be expanded again. Which also means off stream I'll have to rebuild that new factory over here. And there's that fucking pesky tractor right down there. I don't know if it would be able to figure that out. Alright, you know what? I'm not taking any chances. It can, like, lick my butt. Alright, delete your path. Delete, 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 delete. Doesn't delete. Okay. So then, this is basically what it is right here. That is our whole distance there. So we will just... Oops. Delete that. Alright, I will gladly start this path like right here or something, or so. And let's see here. Definitely not start recording. Just come here. Load. Spend your time here loading. This route is so, like, important to me that it absolutely needs to be, like, you know, fixed. I don't think that's going to fix itself, but we'll find out. So here's what I think I did. I'm pretty sure I gunned it back there, so that's why it was getting stuck and stopping. But for like the longest time, I couldn't figure out why is this tractor, you know, duplicating these things. So unfortunately, with this new whole like thing nowadays or whatever, with their new driving mechanics, it's really easy to actually lose control of the tractor than what it used to be. It used to be such a beast on driving off-road. Now if you make a tight turn really hard, you just fly basically. You do a whole like donut and everything. I need to fix that turn right there. That is just, it is so skinny and everything that I don't think I'll be able to, you know, stick tractors on it because they might come too close. You know, if vehicles come too close to each other, they stop because they're like in each other's way, even if the arrows are far apart. You also know that over here we have a geyser on top of this hill, which in all my months of playing and doing stuff over here in this general area, that was really certainly unfortunate. So I thought about driving this thing around that way, but I guess down here is gonna have to do. There's practically like nothing even here anyway. Might almost have to step up the amount of traffic we get out here. If there's no packaged oil waiting, that means we basically have it all, and we have more empty canisters, which is more than likely true than what we do anyway. Alright, so we'll call that, oh geez, oh yeah, so we'll just call it packaged oil. Save, alright. See if it works just right now. Didn't really bring us a lot there, but that's okay. What are you on? Wait for that thing to get some distance in there really quick, and then we will pick that back up and get that all fixed up. Load. Loading this thing up with all of that. Excellent, excellent. It looks all great. It's crazy that I've spent 30 minutes of this stream fixing this pathway. It's absolutely insane. Okay, alrighty then. So, if we really want to push things, we could run 3 tractors for the most part. And this one's barely leaving, and that one's all the way down there. That's insane. But I don't think we need 3 tractors, actually. Okay, so following up in this next part of this, build that we need to work on. Ran everything that I needed on this, line here. Don't have to do anything else here. Now, and only now. Can I start working on this next build? Obviously, now we need assemblers. Now my question really is what exactly do we want to produce first? Now I have to look at everything and I have to figure this out, which it's totally rough. So I know that we need wire, which we imported wire for the simple fact, well, I guess what we should really figure out is how we're going to bring these goods over here. Because now that most of our area is taken up, oh, excuse me, I don't know how we're going to bring these goods over. I can always figure that out later. So I know that everything that has to do with producing, which heavy modular frames will have also in this building, right? Or no? No, we won't. I have all of the frames and all of the good stuff with the manufacturers in the final building floor, which is supposed to be that building that's directly behind us right now. So all we need to do is produce reinforced iron plates, stators, rotors, frames, and encased beams. Which, so let me see here. I'll have to type this totally out to myself as well. That there, put this here as well. So we have 3 lines of iron plates. How are we, let's see here, what do we need for, really any different? Oh yeah, we have screws. We also have screws, and we have these rods as well. And we could do something like this, which I think is that's exactly what we are doing. Yeah, 3 times pipe. Well, that's for that. 3 times pipe, 3 there. Yeah, 3 times rotors. We're really gonna do the screws. I mean, why else would we have built all these screws for us to not use them? That would just be freaking dumb, that I have a whole line over there of screws and I don't need screws at all. Well, actually, yeah, no, we don't need screws at all. Not unless I decide to use rotors, which is 15 seconds for these, like that. Unless I'm just blind here and I'm not seeing like what it takes to make screws. Oh yeah, okay, reinforced iron plates require screws. Alright, well, we basically have enough screws, so we'll do this factory here. So we'll do rotors and rods and screws. I definitely know we have enough rods that we're making. We'll have to make smart plating, but we're not doing that. All we're doing is rotors and cased beams. The planning phases of what we're doing first. Okay. I guess I've really reached as far as I can go on this stream for now until I figure out exactly what else I'm going to build specifically. Because everything we have is up there on the very tip-top floor of this unfinished building we just got to throw a roof on. I've also decided too that I'm going to get rid of this building down here, in which I call the control tower. I'm really just going to turn that into a power junction that controls X amount of buildings, and we'll build an actual tower later, because everything here is seemingly going to end up being the same size almost, with the final building being kind of short. But anyway, so here we have basically everything that we are producing now. We have our screws, we have our beams, pipes, plates, we have our wire, and we have just enough, which all of these are right here is steel. Now what I don't see though here is, yeah, that's exactly right, I don't see those here. I don't see rods, which means we must be using that system to produce rods this way. No, I thought we were producing rods down there. Are we not making rods at all, actually? Or are we doing it like this though? The goal for this is to not have a bunch of belts running everywhere. I want them all to go specifically where they need to go, and not just look like we got, you know, this belt running all the way from up here down to like the 3rd floor. We have this, then belt next to it has to cross it and overlap a little bit, and things just go through each other up to like the 2nd floor, or sorry, the top floor. You know, that's not the idea here. Everything needs to like correspond. Huh. Interesting. So why do we have rods then? Why do I have rods? I'm like so broken and trying to figure this out. What in here needs rods? Okay, so in case steel beams like this, they need ingots, they need the steel beam, and we need 4 times steel beam and 5 times concrete. So we know that the very tip-top floor of this building is concrete, which we should probably, I think I was going to go ahead and turn that around and export concrete back down the other way, which is through those 3 that we see off in this corner over here. So that way I could, you know, I could do something else. And I could technically then tear down that little structure all the way down there, and I could get power shards out of it. Because that little bitty teeny tiny building, it's the smallest building I have here, has 4 constructors inside it, all of them mostly overclocked, working with 2 impure like nodes, which also the generators are overclocked, the miners are, and they pump and they make all of that, which down there is really over 24,000, you know, sets of concrete down there. And totally always loaded as well, which if I did do this, then I would have 3 belts that are moving simultaneously to 3 separate lines of concrete down there versus just 1 row. And so that would be how that would work out, and that would be like an overflow system while the concrete as well is coming out over here and filling up one of these sections as well. But I think everything here is set up specifically just for these belts here, which is really annoying actually. Well, this stream was about as redundant as ever. So I don't really know what I'm gonna do there, and I'm totally out of time as well, so I will be back. I'll have these streams going on every on Mondays and Tuesday mornings for the most part, and then anytime after that is anytime like when I am available per se. So, which it'll give me time to really figure this out. And then if I do figure this out, and like maybe later today or tomorrow, I will actually just impromptly restart the stream and bring you guys back so we can pick that back up. Well, without further ado, you guys have a great day, and I'll see you next time.